Really hoping it saved this. Okay, it did. What's up, guys? We're back for some more Madden. Gonna continue on the Seahawks franchise. Gonna do week 14 at the Pack. Jeremy Lane, new injury, out for 5 weeks. Injured on the last play. Injured on the second to last play, I think. It was like it was the last Panthers play of the game. That pretty much sealed the game. He gave his life for us. I'll honor him for that. So why does it still say that for the title? Refresh and see if it. Okay, so it did change. Anyway, Jimmy Graham's still out for 2 weeks. Tyler Lockett's still out 4 weeks. Jimmy Graham will be back week 15. And Tyler Lockett will be back in time for the playoffs. Doctors have cleared Jimmy Graham. Awareness rating to 72, injury to 70. Yeah, fuck that. I'm going to start Luke Wilson. Wilson's been doing pretty good for us, so I'm pretty confident in that. Gonna take care of this stuff. I never play the training, so and let's do some scouting. Wow. Not really much to choose from in the line category. This guy might be promising. Yeah. Promising. Alright. Again, not much to choose from. It went from... Okay, it went from like a round 1 talent all the way down to undrafted. Same kind of, not even first round talent in the right guard category. And center, a little bit of variation. Nothing in left guard. Lot of variation in left tackle though. So that'll help. But without further ado, let's get into the game. Change up our uniforms. I like going wolf gray. It's fun. It's nice. I'm gonna have to try to get through this quickly because I'm gonna be busy right after this doing homework and other stuff, so it's just gonna be this for the day. Probably not gonna be able to stream tomorrow, but depending, we'll see. Sunday definitely we'll do that. Sunday we'll do the rebuild and probably a couple other things.
And this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game could be full of exciting plays as we have two teams who can get up and down the field. The Packers are top 10 in total yards.
Eagles still 11-1, leading the Pack in the NFC playoff picture. Panthers dropped down after their loss to us. Falcons moved up after winning. Arizona still alive in the playoff picture. Looks like we might have to face them in the playoffs if they indeed make it.
Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape,
I was getting intimidated playing the Packers for some reason. Them and the Patriots. Maybe it's just that they have Aaron Rodgers. And with the Patriots, case Tom Brady.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they've been as hot as anyone.
Doug Baldwin to return. I'm just going to knee this in the end zone for a touchback. We're going to start at the 25.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by Russell Wilson, the quarterback.
33 touchdowns, 22 picks, 4,800 yards.
Talk about a mixed bag for these fans, right? The Wisconsin fan in them loves seeing Russell Wilson again. 33 touchdowns in his 1 year as a starter with the Badgers.
Hey, he's got 33 touchdowns this year.
After the 2014 season in the playoffs,
They don't remember him too fondly.
no, not at all. He didn't play particularly
We're going to try a run with Rawls to start us off. He gets a couple there. Gain of 4 right out of the gate. Pretty good run.
And the offense on the field for the first time today, and they were high-powered a week ago.
And they're beginning to believe that they've established a groove. They expect those type of performances each and every week.
Luke Wilson doing a great job filling in for the injured Jimmy Graham.
See if they stay on the
He had some good
ground
catches
for
last
second
week.
down. Now Wilson on second
And we
down.
got an open
It's
Jermaine Curse.
Curse. And down he goes, but he
First
takes
pass
it
of the
out
day
to
goes for
40.
11 yards
Give him
and a
11 yards
first.
that time and a new set
Curse with the
down.
first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away.
And we'll try another run with Rawls. Rawls gets about 6 on the play.
I was just gonna ask you,
Second
that
and
was
4
the
coming up.
target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Gonna move that. Gonna shift that protection over.
On second down, Wilson.
Oh, Rawls making the catch. Reaching up
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
and getting the ball.
We can talk all we want about football being a game.
That was a beautiful catch. He just reached up and stole that shit.
Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Almost had it, Andre.
Johnson the target on that one.
Of course,
Second down.
the corner almost had it too.
And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Clay Matthews is an absolute force. Multiple Pro Bowls as an outside linebacker. He can swing inside and create the same havoc.
Second and 10. After the completion, we'll go run to the right. We'll see how that does.
Back to the ground attack.
It does good. Rawls gets a first down and a little bit more. Gain of 12.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. A really nice carry there by the Flint, Michigan native Thomas Rawls.
I have a feeling we're going to have a big day running the ball. And I love it.
Overlooked in the NFL draft when he came out, ended up being a priority free agent. And boy, what a rookie season he had. Before
You don't have safety help. You do.
This guy is something else. When he gets
Almost getting it.
their offense really
Doug
responds.
Baldwin, the intended target.
Doug Baldwin. And now it's second down.
Notable
So
inactives.
we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing.
Lane
every
will
time, but
likely
the
be
next one
back
up.
Excuses, be ready to play. That's the mantra of every
by
organization.
divisional
The
weekend.
key is having
And if
guys
not that,
on the roster who
then
are capable of filling in and playing at a high level.
if not
That's
that,
when you know
then
you've drafted
championship.
well,
If we
scouted
make it
free
there.
agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed
So pretty
to.
sure we're at least going to get a first round bye.
Receivers really gain
We'll have to see.
stature in the NFL
Third and
because they have so many
3. What do we do?
Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness
All right, let's go
to
drive.
in the middle of the field,
Hawks drive trail.
dependable targets,
Usually works on
with the sticks.
third and short, so
These
let's
guys
try
are
it.
their weight in gold.
Wilson now to throw on third down.
There he is, Doug
Finds
Baldwin,
his man.
making the catch all the way to the 2-yard line.
Touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its
Uh-oh.
luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how
And it's caught Andre Johnson for the touchdown.
For the Seahawks touchdown. Andre Johnson.
I really don't like throwing out of the formation because there's only like one play you can do that's somewhat works.
On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
the timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go.
Kick is up. It's good. That puts us up by 7. Within the first 5 minutes of the game.
Inside for the catch and the score. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
A little bit off, but no problem. Nelson to return. Nelson gets some space, gets all the way to the 33-yard line. Green Bay will start their drive from there.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field.
Wow, those are way better stats than mine. I mean, I have more yards, but that's probably because I have way more attempts.
Hard to believe he threw 31 touchdown passes and 8 interceptions in 2015.
Didn't get it.
And we heard criticism, right? We heard people talk about how his game had slipped a little bit. All he needs is just a little more motivation.
And coming in is Cliff Averill on the Packers' first play of the game.
Yet again, what else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone.
9-yard loss after the sack, 2nd and 19 for the 24.
No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down.
Almost hit that time. Gets it away to Cook.
The pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 13 for the 30 coming up.
Size of these players nowadays at that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism. Great hand.
Hit as he throws it, and it just goes out of bounds.
When they run their routes. Partner, how many times have you heard?
Ty Berubin with the pressure, and Packers going to punt this away.
But it also bursts pipes.
Doug Baldwin back to return.
That's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. He gets it away, and it's a laser.
That goes hella far.
This one angles out of bounds.
Out at the 5. Oh, joy.
They're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
Dude's got a leg. Look at that. Look how far that goes. Good shit, man.
Ready to march onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
Oh, I got stuck. There was a huge hole, and I got clipped on the block there. Mulligan will do it again.
So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back?
There you go. Thomas Rawls. He's got open space. Look at him go, Thomas Rawls. They catch up to him, but not before he gets to the 28-yard line.
68 yards. A nice strong run there for Rawls. His coaches back in high school in Flint, Michigan, you know what his nickname was?
No, what was it?
The Train. The man can break some tackles on occasion.
Well, it makes sense when you watch runs like that, because when you're trying to deal with a train, you're supposed to get out of the way, right? And if you don't, you're going to get bruised up.
First and 10 after the big run by Big Tom. They're going to give it to him again. Doesn't get 68 that time. Gets 5.
Stop made there by Julius Peppers.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5.
Go past this one.
The defensive
Actually,
line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the
let's do
offensive
pass.
line is winning at the point of attack.
They come out here in the eye. Now it's Wilson.
And caught Luke Wilson to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal coming up.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose
Playing goal line already.
he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does.
And it's caught. Andre again. for the touchdown.
Johnson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense,
and the extra point's good. That puts us up 14-0.
That's demoralizing. Make them spread it around.
However, don't give up on Rodgers yet.
Right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
We'll see what the Pack can do on this next drive. Nelson to return this from the 5. Nelson's got some little bit of room there. Gets to the 27.
Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, and see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first.
Who is that? That's not James Starks. No, who is that?
Got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And a wide receiver to watch in this offense, certainly Jordy Nelson.
John Crockett. Don't know who that is. Why isn't Eddie Lacy playing? Or for that matter, why isn't James Starks playing? I'm pretty sure they're both better than that dude. They're both hurt. Well, shit. That's the second time we've run into a team with both their running backs hurt. Yeah, James Starks ruptured disc out 1 week. Richard Rodgers out 1 week. Jeff Janis out 1 week. Eddie Lacy out 5 weeks. Randall Cobb 7. Mike Daniels 7. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 4 starters, but really like 4 starters and like 6 key guys. Because Jeff Janis can be useful in that offense, and he would have been a lot more useful. Had Cobb been hurt and he healthy. So Packers got a bad case of the injury bug.
He'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I wonder why Mike Daniels wasn't on the defense there.
Earl Thomas is the rangiest free safety in the game. Great reactions, great understanding, and boy, will he strike you when the ball's in his area.
So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5 for the Pack. Rodgers getting dropped back. He's got time. And he's going to throw this one away. Devontae Adams in the vicinity.
And right now I take my rudimentary kindergarten skills and draw where the tackle box would be, because that was close. I thought he was in the tackle box. He has to be very careful where he gets rid of the football from that spot.
Yeah, they say there was a receiver in the area, though.
Yeah. There's always a receiver in the area.
He was like, do not touch that, Doug.
This one goes all the way into the end zone.
Do not touch that.
So that'll come back to the 20. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days.
Play action.
Still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them.
Yeah.
And move the football on the ground. They feel
that play was well covered. There was nothing I could have done there.
And that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 1 yard.
All right, so that's going to be 3rd and 9, I guess.
3rd and 9.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful,
Be a post shot. Let's try it.
They know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh!
In a double coverage.
Dude, Curse, you got to be better at that. Or, I think that was Curse. Whoever that was, you got to be better at that. I threw that right to you.
Take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a
First pick of the game. Here's where the mistakes begin. This is where the fun begins. Cue the GIF, the Anakin GIF. Gotcha. GIF, not GIF. Don't care.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safest
The
things
Packers
ever.
can at least come away with a field goal if they play their cards right.
As fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage. And
It's
hope
going
his
up.
athleticism-
It is caught over the head of Marcus Burley for the touchdown. Jordy Nelson saying hello.
And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned a tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take a knee here. So per the new rules in 2016, this will be brought out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put
And the
together
give
on this
to
drive.
Rawls.
I'm here, my old college coach right
Gets
now.
4 on the carry. That puts him at
Every
100
game,
yards
the team
on the
making
day.
fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now it's Wilson.
And Cod Luke Wilson's got a first and he makes a man miss out at the 48-yard line.
And that catch there by Luke Wilson goes for a
That's
first
catch
down.
number
He's looking
100
to
of
come
his
on.
career.
Remember, Jimmy Graham, who was expected to be the key tight end for
Good
Russell
job, Luke Wilson.
He was hurt most of 2015.
Good job, buddy.
Luke Wilson
Putting in the
really
work.
took his game up.
Let's see who you shoved off. Shoved off an incoming Sam Shields. Old brother couldn't keep up. Sam Shields is old, though. Another give to Rawls.
2 yards on the pickup
Gets
there.
2 this
It'll be
time on the
2nd and 8.
carry.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to
Our
a gain of
friends
2.
in Atlanta
Changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy
currently
calling
losing out to
plays.
the Rams,
2nd and
7-0.
8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Wilson gonna drop back again. He's got Curse.
Over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the
Oakland
receiver's trying
beating
to do
out
is
the
make defender
the
think he's
Chiefs.
going upfield for a deeper route.
Oakland looks like they're having a pretty
Breaks it up,
solid
he's
year
about 3 to
at
4 steps and cuts
7 and
across the
5.
middle of the field, and
Of
now
course,
what
Kansas
he's trying to
City
do
might just wrap up the AFC West though in a couple weeks
and get the quarterback a really nice target.
at 9-1. Or no, they can't be not. No,
They come up in an empty set.
what, like
4
9-2,
one tight
something.
end. To throw is
And Paul
Wilson.
Richardson's got it. He's got a first.
And he'll be
Up to the
brought down
27-yard
at the
line.
27-yard line.
San Diego beating out Carolina by a big margin.
I think that's a big pickup for
Cincinnati
first down because when you run
getting a
drag
close
route
battle
zone,
with the
you're sometimes asking for
Browns.
trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down.
4-point win
Executed
there.
to perfection. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Ooh, I don't know about running this one.
On first down, Wilson.
I waited too long.
Flushed out right. And taking it
There we
to
go.
the 15-yard
I was really
line.
I was so afraid
They
that
pick
Wilson
up
was just gonna
12 on the
fumble.
play there, and they move the chains.
But one thing that's confirmed is that Russell Wilson knows how to elude pressure, and he finds openings to throw the ball, and he does the same thing in running it. He lost about 300 yards from last season in his rushing total, but I think that's
Dropping
a good
back
thing.
is Wilson.
People respect his
Almost got it away.
Time is he'll
But
go
Clay
down
Matthews
right
coming in
at
on the sack.
The 6-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews, in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured.
Second and 16.
But you take a big sack,
Gonna give it to Rawls. Rawls pushing his way. Gets back to the 10-yard line. A gain of 11. 116 yards on the day already in this first quarter, mind you.
Situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get
3rd and 6.
guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball.
Feeling confident.
Lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long,
Procise gets in for the touchdown. Thought he was going to stumble up, but he got in.
And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So on 3rd and
as this quarter comes to an end,
and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise.
We're going to take a 21-7 lead.
Because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Here comes Nelson. He juked him.
Whoa, Jordy Nelson juked somebody out, putting Browner on his ass
So 1 quarter
to end the quarter.
A cold December afternoon. Plenty of scoring here already. We're back to Lambeau in just a moment.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff as they'll take over with the ball 1st and 10. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern
Almost getting there.
Because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel
Crockett
good about
pushes his
themselves.
way
Their game plan is
for
now
9
perfect.
yards,
They
9.5
know
yards.
how to attack and what plays they want to
2nd
put
and
together.
inches coming up.
Got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
Cam Chancellor comes in for the sack off the blitz.
The 4-time Pro Bowler, Cam Chancellor, in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
How about that one? The
3rd and 10
guys
coming
putting the
up.
pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Rodgers got Crockett. Crockett goes out of bounds at the 40 for a first.
At the 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat. And let him
Cliff
have a chance to
Averill
make
with the
plays in
tackle.
open field.
It's a loss
Tackle
of
for
4
loss.
there, bringing up 2nd
Being aware,
down.
knowing where the running back is.
Together formula for
Good job,
winning
Cliff.
defense. It's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
They run with Crockett.
Crockett tries to run again, does not get anywhere. Another loss of yards.
No gain on that run. And while
3rd and
the team is
14.
down, there's still time to come back and win the football.
I think that was a loss of
If I'm
yards.
the offensive coordinator,
I guess
though,
not, but-
I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Rodgers gonna throw, and it's gonna be picked off by Brandon Browner.
Picked off by Brandon Browner. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47.
Browner, the old man, getting another interception to add to his list of picks.
So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope
Another
to
give
do
to
that
Rawls.
to be able to take
Pushes the one
what
off.
happened before, replicate it. They may have to make
That's
a few
good for
additional
8
changes
on
along
the
way
carry.
because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence.
2nd and
having
short.
scored the last time out.
We're gonna take a risk.
Play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, could not get it.
Throws there, incomplete.
Of course, that
Too many things get to a quarterback
kind
of
of
this magnitude,
stretching it there in
but
terms
I
of
think it's
hoping.
safe to say that pressure can
So-
get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure.
Good thing it was incomplete, though. I wouldn't want to
Looks like a
be
nickel set here defensively
doing a
on
3rd and 10.
Maybe expecting a throw.
Give to Rawls.
With a power back, Rawls. And he's
Rawls
gonna get to the
picks up
31, enough for the first
16?
down. That
No,
one
not
goes for
16.
13 yards,
13.
and moves the sticks.
Really good, skillful. tough
Sometimes the
running
counting back,
throughout this
sometimes the
contest.
counting down throws me off.
First down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Johnson in motion.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
Gonna get it to
It's
Cooper
on left side,
Helfitz.
Helfitz.
His first catch of the
5 yards
game.
on the catch there brings up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Try it.
On 2nd down, Rawls.
Rawls gets a first down. I proved you wrong, Madden. I still ran through that.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That's a good, nice, crisp
All right, I think
run
we'll
for the first
we'll stop running with
down.
Rawls
The
here.
defense might have been loosening
Seems a little
up
early,
bit,
but
maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
I mean, look at this.
Pushes way down to about the 12.
He's already at 150
9 on the
yards.
carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over. Let's
go play action.
now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. This will
Got
be
Helfit.
at the 6.
He's got it.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what.
All right. Now let's put in Michael for a bit.
It's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to
Ooh,
continue
I'll try
to
stick.
pick them apart because
See what
they'll
they
have
see where they
all the
put
time to
Matthews.
find
Oh yeah, they got
somebody
T
who's
linebackers
gonna
out there.
cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure.
Oh, they blitz one. That gives me the opening that I need for the touchdown.
Paul Richardson.
They sent Clay Matthews on the blitz. They should have dropped. They should have kept him in coverage. I probably would have prevented me from doing anything on that play. Could have been a loss of yards.
Short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
The extra point is good.
Knocks it through.
Puts us up by
It's 28-7.
21 in this 2nd quarter.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
This is like working out like the opposite of the real Seahawks-Packers game in 2016.
We focus our attention on the Seahawks defense now. And the interception the last time they were out there ended up leading to a touchdown.
So the only thing they didn't get really was the pick six, because that's what everyone wants. Take it immediately to the end zone, but their offense capitalized on the takeaway and turned it into the 6 points they were looking for.
Yeah, set them up pretty, got the touchdown. Now they're
Rogers.
back out there defensively.
Gonna hand it off to Crockett.
And he'll
Crockett
fight
gets
forward
about
to
2
about
yards
the
on the carry,
27
6 for
yard
12
line.
on the day.
Couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line.
Avril stopping him.
Keep that guy in the middle
Right,
clean.
and Bennett coming
So
in
get
too
home
to
the
aid the
football, make a
tackle.
In this
3rd and
case,
9
he
coming up.
introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name
Packers,
is
they got to
Mike."
get something going on here
Defensively,
if
it's a
they
nickel
want to stay in this
formation here
game.
on 3rd down and 9.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've
Rogers
got
on
to
3rd down.
change up their play calling.
He's got plenty of time, but he's going to be sacked by a Tyber Rubin.
By the Seahawk defense. Atama Rubin in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Spencer Lanning now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Baldwin now to return. It'll
Not
be a
much there, but
40-yard
that's all right.
on
We
the
got it to the
return.
46.
And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once
Wilson. And the handoff to Christian Michael. He gets 6 on the carry.
They exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Wilson.
And Baldwin, he's got a first. That's good for about 8.
It's a pickup of 6.
6.
Good enough to move the
I was wrong.
chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is. To not play
Andre
too much
Johnson in
zone.
motion.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're
We're going to get it to John. Almost got it to Johnson.
If you still want to play zone, you go to a zone
Who's that? I think that was Dayton Jones with the breakup.
defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle.
Yes, Dayton Jones with
Just
the
exchange
pass breakup.
someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They went a 2nd and 10. We're going to try to run it again with Michael.
They'll try Michael on the right side. They're able to push forward for about 4 down
Gets
to the
about
37. The
5
linebacker,
yards.
Christian Jones there to make the stop. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with.
Wait.
Good, solid.
Is that his name? Dayton Jones? Maybe it is Christian Jones. I want to see. Yeah, it is Dayton Jones. They just have 2 Joneses on their team. It threw me off.
There's Wilson. He's
Got Christian Michael. He's got a first. Not Christian Michael. CJ Procise.
Before he's taken down at the 29.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not?
I thought
quite as
Christian
precise
Michael
in college
because
ball?
That's yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just
I think
find the
that was
soft
his.
spot,
That
find
I
the
think
end zone,
22 was one of his
and find the
numbers.
first down, and that's what he just did.
Now again,
Oh,
it's Michael. And
went the
he's
wrong
gonna
way.
lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Yeah, I think he had 22 for a while, but he started out with 33. Then he had 22. Now he has 32.
Now Wilson on 2nd down.
Ooh, that could have been
Nice
picked.
hit. Jars the ball free.
Sam Shields was right there. Wait, no, not Sam Shields. Morgan Burnett. Morgan Burnett was right there. He was trying to get the pick. All right, 3rd and 12. We're going to try another long play, see if this works. But, you know, we can come away with a field goal.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Cannot hold on to it.
Attack made the ball roam free and brings up
That wasn't the best throw of my life, so I understand that. So for 48, we're going to kick a field goal. Go up by 24. Ooh, it's a little off. But it's in. Down the middle.
and that will extend the lead out to
31-7 the score here.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around,
What's going to matter, though, is third quarter is, are we going to build on this lead, or are we just going to get stalled out, you know? Because that's how these comebacks start, is the defense gets one stop, offense gets a little momentum, then they score, defense gets a little more confidence, they make another stop, and it's a cause-effect relationship, and it just turns into a big domino effect. Rodgers is going to drop back. Caught. Jordan Nelson, Richard Sherman in coverage.
Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of
Jeez.
expect to get, and how
Earl Thomas just getting thrown down by Brian Beloga.
We just saw
Do
another
that.
example of how the defense is winning this game, really at the point of attack.
Mad shit
The
right
offensive
there.
line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight end
Arizona
a little bit
beating
more.
Miami,
Maybe
gonna go to
running backs
8-5
up
on the
the
year.
middle.
Good spot for them. And a Tyber Rubin with another sack, his second of the game.
Second sack now of the afternoon.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. On third and long, it's Rodgers.
And it's caught. What?
Goes as a gain of 36 on third down.
Now that play will end up on the highlights. And you'll see it
Jared
all over
Cook with the
place. But you
catch.
won't.
Whoa, let's see this again. He just stole that from Cam. I can't get over that. That's like Super Bowl 49 stolen catch.
See, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
2 minutes to play.
Two-minute warning has been
in the first
reached.
half.
Pack's still down by 28, or excuse me, 24. They're gonna have to figure something out here.
A reminder that coming
Maybe
up
get
in
some
2
points
minutes,
this
we'll check in
drive.
with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm
If I were them,
gonna
I'd
check in
definitely
with
want
Heath.
points this drive. 7
You, partner.
if you can, but 10 would work too because any points, like I said, any points on this drive you need.
Out to the
And it's caught by Crockett, but Crockett's taken down by Jaron Reed, following closely on the screen. Loss of 6.
He lost 6 there
Second
on
and
the
16.
first down play. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry.
Rodgers dropping back.
Now Rodgers.
Play action. He's going to be taken down. Michael Bennett with the sack.
Sacked at the 46. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
And
So have to
definitely
throw away the
frustrating for them,
Packers
but
will
heartening for the
punt
other
yet
guys.
again.
The stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back.
Oh, dude, what are you doing? Doug! Doug, what did you do?
I feel like you and I could be in our
Oh,
backyard with
man.
our dads right
I'm sorry,
now.
that was kinda
What
loud,
they
but
always do
shit.
when they're throwing us a
What is going on? Good punt. Very bad punt, and then... Wow, dude. Look at this. Wow. Wow. He just needed to back up a tiny bit. I must have, when I took control to have him do the fair catch, I must have moved it up a little bit.
look it all the way in. Make sure you secure
Anyway, the Packers have new life.
of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I never return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys.
We'll
coming
start
full
this at
steam
the
ahead.
35.
It really is. You try and get that peak to know
Rodgers
where
gonna
they
drop
are,
back.
you should fair catch it or
Gonna
not.
hit Jared Cook
Sometimes you
over
just
the
have a sense,
middle,
a feeling.
coming across the
You just have
field
to make
to the
sure
sideline,
number one, though, you catch
down at
the
the
ball and put it
25-yard line.
Seeing that play and
Gain of
understanding just how
9 and a
tough it is
half.
to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, that's
Caught.
fun, isn't it? And
Ty Montgomery with the catch.
And we're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. So
I don't remember when he was a running back for a bit, because literally everybody was hurt. Good times.
So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. play fake here on first down.
And tipped. Almost picked.
And it's incomplete.
Cam Chancellor with
Devontae Adams, the
another
intended receiver,
missed
and
opportunity.
that'll bring up second down.
Almost had his almost second pick. Second almost pick of the game.
So much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver, and on that play, it was batted down.
Rodgers dropping back. He's got Nelson
Middle of the field, he's got Nelson.
to the 6-yard line. Time running out. They're going to have to call another timeout. They have one remaining this half. Get ready to watch a lot of running because
Offense will operate.
I'm going to be doing a lot of that next half. Sending Cook in motion. Cook in motion again.
They go play action here.
Play
on
action.
first down.
Rodgers gonna hit Nelson for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers.
Jordy Nelson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers
That's a good
make
route
some
to run on
inroads
that.
here on that deficit.
I guess cover two.
Touchdown certainly
Cover two
helps,
man.
But they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Now they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second.
Still down 17, but
Time left.
we'll see.
This is fielded at the
In
trumpet.
all likelihood, we're just gonna.
And nice work on
run
the
this
return
out,
as they
run the
start
clock
their
out.
drive just past
I mean, they
the
do have one
30-yard
timeout left,
line.
but I don't think we're gonna do anything with it.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
Give it to Michael.
On that one, I like where your head is. I like the
Christian
way
Michael
you make
gets
plays.
about
You're
7 on the
trying to
play.
sit on a lead and play that way. That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what
put
you
your
do
foot on the
best.
gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up.
And
the
that'll
first
take
on
us to the
second down
half.
and 3.
31-14 is the lead after a big
Seahawks.
first quarter.
Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Packers haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Seahawks will want to come out after the half and really put the pressure on from the
180
start.
rush yards. That's a big reason why we're leading by so much.
Seahawks open
9
line.
rush yards.
Got the reception.
9.
It's caught for the score.
Wow.
Seahawks is up now by 7. Now to the middle of the first. He breaks free from the defense. He'll pick up more than 50 yards on the play. Continuing on the drive, the former Wisconsin Badger, Russell Wilson, finding his mark in coverage. And he finds his mark for the score. That puts them on top by 14. Third down at the 21. Under pressure here, the pass is picked off. Burnett's reading the play and comes away with it, ending the drive. Now following the interception, Rodgers goes down the field to Nelson, and it's caught for the touchdown, cutting the deficit to 7. Third down from the 10. The connection is made in the middle of the field. And now they get in for the touchdown. That puts them up by 2 touchdowns. Packers have it early in the second. Under pressure here, and the pass is picked off. Crowder's in position, and he is the one who comes away with the ball. Offense out now following the interception. Wilson's got the completion out of the gun. And it's going to be caught for the touchdown. The lead grows to 21. Packers take it at the 6. Here we get a quick pass and completion, and it will be caught for the score. Packers down now by 17. So that'll wrap it up for us here at the EA Sports Studio. We'll head back now to Green Bay for the start of the second half.
Both teams appear
Perfect
ready for the
kickoff
fight
to
ahead.
start
We
off the
resume
second half.
action here in quarter number 3.
Again, the Pack
Here comes Nelson.
gonna take this from the 5.
Solid return, pretty good field
Very
position.
solid
They'll start
return.
at the 32-yard line.
In a 27. on the return.
For the Seahawks defense to take their spots
Hey,
again on the field.
it's a weird
This will be their
afternoon
first
crash.
crack
I don't get
here
that.
of the second
Like, I
half.
woke up
We'll
at
see what
8:30
the
this morning.
adjustments they made in the locker room.
And the bulk of
Maybe
adjustments
it's because I
usually
woke up at
come down
8:30
to,
this
guys,
morning,
we
but
did pretty well in the first half. Play with that intensity, with that focus, and we'll
but I don't
adjust
want to stop
anything
doing
else
that.
throw at us in the
Whoa,
second half.
look at that,
Second
Bobby
drive
Wagner
of the second
forcing the
half.
incompletion.
We know it's not an easy
With
job
a great
to try and
tackle.
catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away.
I don't know. I mean, I like getting up at 8:30, but at the same time, because I also know, you know, when I get a job in finance, that's probably going to be a lot earlier than that. Nelson making the sideline catch. Boy, he's having a great day, despite the deficit. But at the same time, the disadvantage is right around this time, or like 4 o'clock, or I mean not 4 o'clock, 2 o'clock or something. I get really tired. Caught Nelson again. He gets a first, another first for Jordy Nelson. But I mean, also it's nice to not be waking up at like 10:30 or 11. 'Cause I as much as I love staying up late, I really hated that. Because waking up, I mean, I don't like waking up, but I like being up early. You know,
that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes
and for the sack, that's Michael Bennett, sack number 2 of the game.
Michael Bennett in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Jeez, they're both gonna have 20. They're both gonna have 20. Probably gonna have like 26 or maybe even 30. They're both probably gonna have 30. The rate they're going. I mean, shoot, you average a sack a game, you pretty much got that record. You just have to have 2 sacks for like a couple games.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Oh, Nelson again. You know, that's what I was saying, but like, because I remember when I was younger, you know, on the weekends, I'd always wake up at like 6 or 6:30, and I really hated that. But at the same time, field goal for the Pack, now they're down 14, it's starting to look like a game again. But, and now, I'm an adult, and I'm sleeping in more. I hate it. I miss waking up at like 6:30, 6 o'clock, because I get my day started earlier, and it just feels better, you know? Give to Michael. Cooper help and throws me into the clutches of Lowry. Second down and 13 to go.
They're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be.
Wilson going to drop back.
The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And he's got Baldwin coming out of the slant. That's good. To the 43-yard line. 21 yards on the game.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Another give to Michael. Christian Michael gets a couple on that one. 6 yards.
Second down following the run.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Eluding the pressure right.
Caught Baldwin reaching in for the catch. Kind of saving me there because his defender was really looking to catch that.
But one thing I'm seeing in this game today, someone watched last week's game tape and made a pact that we're not going to be the ones to take the beating that the last defense did. They've really held him down in a big way.
Ooh, almost got away from the second one. That's good for
I
2.
think it's that. I think it's a change-up in coverages, and I just think there's a determination that he's not going to make big plays against them. Even when he's been able to catch the ball, has been able to turn into big-time damage downfield.
Now Wilson.
Andre Johnson's got it to the 40-yard line. 33 coming up.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed-out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Got Curse. Curse is open, wide open to the 19-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just
Oh, they won't let me switch it.
Indeed, picking up the first. On first down,
Brosice trying to get away. Too many people came in there.
But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier
Outfit in motion.
see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Michael pushes his way to the 5-yard line.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
But we always talk about good down and
I
distance.
don't know about this.
allowing
We'll try it,
defenses to
but
expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything.
got one on that one.
Sometimes the play caller, he just looks
Not
down
as
at
much
his
as I
sheet,
wanted, but
sees the short yardage runs and goes to one of those. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
so 2nd and goal. We'll try the run again. Clay Matthews got there though, making the tackle.
Yardage to the 5. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now from
We'll
back
do our
at the
final
5, this is 3rd
pass
and
for the
goal.
5.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
Wilson
Wilson.
fits it in there to Curse. Got the touchdown.
Jermaine Curse, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And it's back
the
to a 21-point
Seahawks find
game.
a way to stretch their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback.
Again, I'm getting the right power, but
Downfield as fast
these
as
are just
possible.
really short
There are a lot
kicks.
of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
I hope I'm getting the right power. I'm pretty sure I am.
Now the Packers get set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described
Rodgers
it. Not ideal.
gonna hit Jared
They'll
Cook
take
for the
it.
first
Anything to
down.
put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids. he'd run
Crockett gets some yards this time.
Now he can run anything and catch the
That's
ball,
good
as
for,
we just saw
looks
there.
like
Just what you
8 or
want on a
9.
first down run. Call it 8 yards.
8.
And it's 2nd
All right,
and 2.
I was close.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Almost getting there is Cliff Averill, but Michael Bennett comes in, stopping him before he gets there. I think gain of 1, maybe 1.5.
Department in this one like he was a week ago. And
1.
I think you can pin some of this
Probably
on
more
that
like
goal
1.5,
line.
but
Room to run, just not there.
You mentioned last week that it felt like the offensive line was getting beaten to the punch by the guys across the ball.
It was pretty evident, I thought.
I mean, they were off the ball fast.
and
penetrating
Crockett
into the offensive backfield.
gets a
Really
first.
a lot of runs before they got started. So I thought your observation was spot on then, and you're right there again this week. Same thing is happening, not able to get started because they're not able to control the point of attack.
Crockett, and there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Packers just start passing because their run game is not doing anything. Shoot, if they just keep throwing to Nelson, you know, I had like no answer for him.
Where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Oh, had his hands on it.
Oh, Crockett dropped it.
Symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Spencer Lanning now, as he's on for the 5th time here today.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running.
This one's going to go out at the 5.
Sails out of bounds. Seattle now ready to march out.
Now, this is a very important drive for both of us because I feel like if they can stop me here, they still have a chance. Whoa! Julius Peppers saying hello. Throw me down. Coming out of nowhere, he did. 2nd and 11.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustment.
A handoff to Michael. Michael again stopped.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11.
He's not having the best day running the ball.
Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly.
Long, we're going to try a play action.
Some of that old school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
Caught. Luke Wilson holds on to it.
This one up near the 30-yard line.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball.
7-6 Oakland is. I thought they were 7-5.
Adjust and make the grab. They'll run it now out of the gun.
A little bit of open room there.
7 up to the 37.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the
Oh, no, I see you blitzing there. Let's just get on out of here. Come on. Christian Michael out in open field. Down to the 42-yard line.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
All right, let's take this down. Make this the last play of the quarter.
They went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Christian Michael's got more open field all the way across the 30 to the 29. That's going to end the quarter for us, I think.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive
As the fourth
lineman
quarter
to get to
comes
the
to
top
a
of the field
close,
and realized
the lead is still,
10 yards
the
downfield.
lead is
That's
21.
not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
First and 10. Going to give it to Michael. Gets a couple. Glowinski can't hold on to the block.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
They're just going to keep running it, doing the same play. Whatever works, works. Another run with Michael. Gets 2 again. 3rd and 6 coming up. And 3rd and 6, we're just going to do safe routes, quick slants. It usually works out for us. Caught. Baldwin has it.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, You're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering
Another give to Michael.
right? Because there's almost always someone there.
Only gets
able
a
to
couple,
concentrate,
maybe one
catch
on
it,
that one.
And even added a little extra at the end with a short run. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense.
Can I move this?
The tempo and establish
I can't.
things.
All right.
Defensive guys, hey, they just
Whoa!
battle there.
All right.
Getting a big run,
Maybe
good
should have
enough. They
audibled
don't
that,
always have to
but
absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground,
other-
I'm sure.
That's just smart football. But
Any other
you know,
good
the
plays?
defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, I meant to do
whatever it's
curls.
going to take,
Whoops.
puts a little bit more
Oh,
pressure
crap.
on your big offensive line.
They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Johnson in motion.
On third down, Wilson. Johnson.
Gonna get it to Johnson, and not
They'll
quite
get 11, but
to the
still
first
a
down
little
marker.
short. Fourth down.
4th and inches coming up.
So
And with
Wilson
that, I
from
think I'll just kick the
sideline,
field
and on
goal.
comes Stephen Hauschka for the field goal. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And
It's through, it's
Hauschka's
good.
kick is
41-17, the
good. That will
lead.
extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
So they trail
Aaron
by
Rodgers is
technically
getting ready to
3
go again here on
possessions.
offense. And
They just
the
have to get
passing
3
game, I mean,
2-point
look at the numbers,
conversions.
it's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere.
Rodgers
And what I
dropping
mean by
back.
that is, whether it's
Gonna
an
hit
assistant
Montgomery. Ty
coach,
Montgomery out in
whether
open
it's a
field.
team, someone that can
Across
step
the
his ear,
50 to the
get rid of him and say,
44-yard
"Hey,
line.
man, what do you need? What's going on here?" So there's one person he can
Big
lean on.
play by the
So to lean on that
Packers.
guy right
Maybe
now.
boost their confidence
Coaches
a little
really
bit.
don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability is often the difference between
Rodgers
winning and
going
losing
to
and
Crockett,
changing
but
field position.
Crockett not even
It
looking.
appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Rodgers will try again. on
Rodgers.
second down. He's got time in the
Looking.
pocket.
Typer Rubin almost gets there, but coming in, Crockett could have had a touchdown. Drops it again.
One of the
He's had
best
quite a few
routes,
drops
one of
this
the favorite
game.
routes of any play caller.
I bet they're missing Eddie
Just ran
Lacy and
down
James
a nice
Starks.
angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back.
But they're
he's
also
got
missing,
hands. He should have caught
Jeff
it.
Janis.
It looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Rodgers
Rodgers
dropping
on
back.
third down. He's got time.
Almost gets to him.
Caught by Nelson left side.
Nelson,
Get 10
9,
there,
maybe
but it
he
leaves
got
him just short for fourth
just short
down.
of the
So
first
much
down
of
marker.
our
They're going to go
offense
for
is
it.
what you call hidden yardage. You know,
Essentially,
you
this is
throw
your
the
ball
to
game
someone, they
because
catch it,
if
and
they
then
don't get it here, they're going to
play, and
definitely
they create a
lose.
play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and
Crockett
keeping them
is
from the first down.
stopped.
Stopped him in his tracks.
Seattle will take over at their 35-yard line.
Behind the line.
Jaron Reed with the
Seahawks
tackle.
are gonna take over the football. So the defense
And
in
with that,
front
I think
holding
we'll just keep
strong
running
there
this
on
ball out.
4th and inches.
That's what the game wants us to do with that shoe clock goal.
That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a
Man,
great play.
I need to find a better
Really
play.
held them to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at them. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Oh, Kuhn, you got to be faster, dude. I know that's your former team, but I could have had a touchdown.
And it's 3rd and 2 now.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that.
And Michael, does he get the first?
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th
He
down.
doesn't. So I think with that, like I said, we're going to punt it again. We tried.
Up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do
John
their
Ryan
job well,
again getting some very
guys are
good
playing
punts,
inside,
and he had
inside
some great
linebackers,
ones last
they will
week.
just roam and hit.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try.
Oh, I missed.
They had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence.
And getting in there, Cliff Averill, he missed one the play before, but he got there that time.
In there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Rodgers dropping back again. And this one's incomplete.
Incomplete.
Wow. We took a huge dip in pass defense.
Here's Spencer landing now.
Nice to get back to our stingy ways, though. Allowing just under 200 yards this game.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt.
Again, he does it.
Back, I do think, yes. So no
But he got it.
on the punt, and it'll be a 1st down.
I know there's no magnet in the
Yo,
ball,
Doug,
but
you're
sometimes for
getting
the punt
way too
returner,
close on that.
after such a scramble,
He did
they
the
sort
same
of
thing he
feel
did
that
earlier. Look at this. Oh, hold on. There. Look at this. Punts it. Again, he just got way too close. I think it's just because it's like super short. Look. I mean, I want to use some perspective. He literally just like he alley-oops this. See, there goes way up high. That's crazy.
loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep
1st and 10.
sigh of relief right now. They'll run it here with Michael.
Christian Michael gets some open field. Does he get the touchdown? He does. Touchdown, Christian Michael.
Christian Michael, his 4th touchdown on the year. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans.
And the
but we
extra
also
point
know
is
that
good,
people are thinking,
48-17.
how can I get some more scores for
The
my
score.
fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that
We're now
out
leading
By the way,
31.
last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All
Oh,
right. Hauschka now
a little
to
bit
send
off,
this
but-
one away following the score.
Finally, we get a decent kick. Holy crap.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
All right, before I do that, I gotta change something up at the depth chart real quick. Now that Michael has a touchdown, we're gonna give ProSize some time. Wait, he's already our 3rd down running back. What am I doing?
Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the
Rodgers
situation.
dropping back again, rolling out to his right. He's gonna hit Devontae
They need
Adams
points.
Big time.
for the 1st down.
On the pickup, and the Packers are going to have a 1st down.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Adams in motion.
1st and 10. Here's
Going across the middle. He's sacked. Cliff Averill with another sack.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back.
But Rogers, not Rogers, excuse me. I think that's TJ Lane recovered it. Rogers gonna hit Jared Cook across the field to the sideline. 15-yard gain on the play.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was.
Rogers dropping back. He's got plenty of time now. Hits Crockett. That's good for 3. 2, excuse me.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Spencer Lanning now as he's on to punt for Green Bay.
All right, now I'm gonna bring Baldwin up.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one.
There we go. Good job, Doug. Good job, buddy. You got it.
Over with a new set of downs. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking
Good
to build
job,
up
buddy.
the
You got
confidence
it.
the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again.
And Procyse gets a first for his second run of the day. First of this drive.
Stay in that groove here this go around.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why their points up.
Procyse gets 4 on the play.
And we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Good for 3.
Just half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Oh, did I just skip that? I think I might have.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion.
Yeah, I think I did. Whoops.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the defense
3rd and 3.
for one more
Run the
stop
40.
here after the run on 2nd down. 3rd and short, it's Procyse.
Give Procyse.
And he's going to go out of bounds.
Forced out of
taking it down
bounds.
inside the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills?
We'll run one more time, see if they use any of their timeouts.
You got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make
Whoops.
moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to
Let's run it a couple times.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. But a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly
Jeez.
for the defense.
Kind of ruined his average there, but
The offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle.
and we'll just let this clock run out. There we have it. Win
Charles,
number
it's one thing
12
to win,
on the
it's another thing
season.
to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Packers, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier
8-5.
Field with the Chicago Bears.
Not where you want to be. Especially with teams like Minnesota and I think Chicago did well.
So that's a wrap
Maybe?
for Charles
I don't remember
Davis.
how well
I'm
they did.
Brandon Gaudin.
I'll have to look at the
This has been
standings.
a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.
As you can see, held them to under 30 yards rushing. Well, we had 300 of our own. Just a little bit over 200 yards passing. Wanted to stay under, but hey, 9 yard. Hey, I mean, 10 yards more than I wanted, but 10 yards is 10 yards. No punt return yards. I think we only punted like once. They made it in the turnover category, though, as we had that fumble on the punt. Killed it in time of possession. Scoring summary. Pretty one-sided game. Alright, go ahead and look at some stats and call it good because I gotta hurry up and do homework, shower, then leave. I'm going to see friends. Alright, let's go ahead and advance. Graham is back. All right, let's go ahead and check out weekly awards. Week 12, Jameis Winston. I think that was the game against us. Surprising, because that was a losing effort. Week 13, nobody here. Looks like Rodgers had a pretty good game. And week 14, Russell Wilson, player of the week at offense and defense. Cliff Averill, 6 tackles, 3 sacks, 1 forced fumble. Sorry, I gotta send this text real quick. My phone fell. No problem. So those were the players of the week. Let's check out yearly awards, see who's in the lead. Russell Wilson in the lead for MVP. Cliff Averill not too far behind him. Aaron Rodgers is next. Coach of the Year, Pete Carroll in the running. AFC, Tom Brady. Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Derek Johnson with the Chiefs. Rookie, Derrick Henry, and Defensive Rookie, Jaheed Ward. Tom Brady, Best Quarterback, Best Running Back, Jamal Charles, Best Wide Receiver, Antonio Brown. Best Lineman, O-Lineman, Marshall Yanda. And Cameron Wake with the best defensive lineman, sorry. Derek Johnson, Best Linebacker, Best Defensive Back, Senquise Golson. And Steven Gostkowski, Best Kicker. Over on the NFC, Russell Wilson, Offensive Player of the Year. Cliff Averill, Defensive Player of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Carson Wentz. Eagles lost. They lost their game. They are 11-2. We are in the lead once again in the NFC. Sean Robinson, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Russell Wilson, Best Quarterback, Best Running Back, Thomas Rawls, Best Receiver, Jordy Nelson, Doug Baldwin, not far behind him though. Best Offensive Lineman, Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, Travis Frederick. 3 Cowboys in the category. Cliff Averill, Best D Lineman, Michael Bennett, not far behind him. And Ryan Kerrigan, Best Linebacker, Sam Shields, Best Defensive Back, and Stephen Hauschka, Best Kicker. Thomas Rawls first in all categories. And Doug Baldwin so close to 1,000 yards. Russell Wilson first in the top 2 categories and 106 passer rating, 12th in the league in that category. Oh, forgot to check out the stats, like team stats. 6,814 yards first in offense and 4,592 yards, 11th in total defense. 548 points scored, first in total scoring offense, and 156 points allowed, 28th in the league in points allowed. Not the best. Rush yards, we got 2016 for the year 2016. Still averaging 7 touchdowns per game. We got 38 touchdowns and 21 rush touchdowns. The Bills lead that category, though. And Cowboys not far behind us in the passing category. We beat everyone by a mile in first downs. Oops, gotta go to NFL again. Chargers, number 1 in total defense so far. Only 2,700 pass yards allowed, with 1,300 rush yards allowed. Eagles lead that category. They lead us by oh so little. That is 19 yards they beat us by. Pass yards, we're pretty far down in pass yards, though, because of those wild games we had, especially that game against the Eagles. That really killed us in that category. Sacks, we lead by a country mile in sacks. I do adjust the sliders. Cardinals, 21 fumble recoveries, and the Titans lead the category in interceptions. As of right now, we have the best third down offense and the best fourth down offense. And the Broncos, Bills, Raiders, Colts, Vikings, Packers, Bengals, and Panthers all have the best two-point conversion offense. Red zone efficiency, as of right now, we have the best red zone offense in the league. And the Chiefs have the worst red zone defense, while the Steelers have the best. We're like top 15 in that category, I think. Yeah. Penalties still lead the league by a country mile in penalties in terms of like not allowing them, like golf terms. Turnover differential, let's see how bad that got. We're in the -7 category. We are 31st in the league in turnover differential. What do you know? It's those games where I've been thrown like 5. It was like I think it was last week. Yeah, I think it was last week, and then that game against the Eagles. Those two games are what really killed us in the turnover department. Cause I was doing good. I had it at like 4 at one point, I think. At any rate, that's that. Oh, let's look at the standings real quick. Looks like we have a first round bye clinched up if we win 2 more games, or if we win this week, or yeah, 2 more wins. If we win 2 more games and the Eagles lose one of their next 2, we get the first round. We get the #1 seed. Right now, we are locked in for the division, and as well as the first round bye. It looks like. Check out the AFC first. The Titans lead that category. They're looking to lock up that #1 seed, but it might take till week 17 to do so. Patriots staying strong though at #2 in the AFC, followed by the Chiefs and the Bengals. Chargers getting that first wildcard spot, and the Steelers getting the second. Over the AFC, the Seahawks leading that category, the NFC West. We locked up the division, and if the Eagles lose one of their next 2 games and we win both, we lock up the #1 seed. However, if we win out, or I mean, if we go 3-1 over the next game, 2-1 in the next 3 games, then, and the Eagles win out, then Eagles will get the first seed. So, Eagles, Seahawks, followed by the Packers, and then the Falcons, with the Cardinals and Cowboys getting the wild card spots. That does it there. I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you to anyone who tuned in during the stream. I always love and appreciate the support. I don't think I'll be streaming tomorrow. We'll see, maybe, depending on when I get home tomorrow. If anything, it'll be like closer to night. Sunday, definitely gonna stream. Probably at like 5 o'clock, 5:30. Definitely, maybe earlier. We'll see, because so this is my last week of my certificate program, so I don't have much work this last week, just preparing for big stuff. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna try to get back into streaming. I don't know. I can't guarantee that it'll go back to the same schedule it was, because once I get I'll have to see once I get a job how my schedule is gonna be like. But anyway, so yeah, there's that. Next time I stream will probably be either when I play Madden, or it might be Minecraft. We'll see. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button on the YouTubes. Have a good day, y'all. Stay in drugs. Don't do school.